Thanks for joining us today at HxGN TV. I'm your host, Neville Judd, and today we're discussing the industry challenges being met by HxM Blast. Joining me is Product Manager Seth Gering. Seth, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Nev.
You bet. So Seth, before we talk about the technology, tell me what makes it so important to get drill and blast right.
Drill and blast is one of the critical decisions made in the mining process. So all of there's a significant downstream consequences for decisions that aren't made right, and as well as there's benefits for doing it the right way. Right. Those benefits are production related and also related to safety. So all of those factors have to be given to the ore control operator in order to, at least factors and information needs to be given to the operator so they can make the best decision about how that blast is going to happen.
And what makes it so challenging?
The things that make it challenging are it has to be done quick, it has to be right, and it has to be done right the first time, so you don't get a second chance. There's some other challenges in the mining industry right now. So one is that there's a tremendous amount of information available for drill and blast engineers to make good decisions, but it's not always easy to get that information. So you need a system that can pull that information into your blast design utility, or at least build some reports so that the engineer can have access to that information quickly and make the best decision. Some of the other factors that make it challenging are we have a lot of new engineers coming into the blast process, and so those, as experienced and really knowledgeable people are leaving the industry or moving on to other roles, there needs to be a good way to transfer that information to the new people taking on that responsibility. So those are two of the big challenges we're hearing from clients that we're trying to solve with Blast.
Right. So how does Blast solve those? How does it address those challenges?
Blast does it in a couple ways. We've designed our tool to have a very rapid workflow that uses some industry standard design tool set, so we can give the engineer a set of tools that they can design a blast that's going to be optimized for fragmentation or for safety, and they can do that very quickly and easily and repeatedly. So not only are they building up knowledge over time about what is working well, but we can store that knowledge in Blast and reuse that information over and over again. And that goes into our whole story of being an integrated solution. So we're taking information from the user, from the drill systems, and from the block model, and all of that information being fed to the operator quickly in a way that they can use it to make decisions, and then store that information as templates or as record some best practices there, so that as new users come into the system, they can start off with that same information and keep working from there rather than reinventing the wheel each time.
Right. So what are the other Hexagon Mining solutions that this integrates with, that HxM Blast does?
That's a good question. So as you know, integration is the story of Hexagon Mining, and so we want to be able to work with all of our solutions and be able to take that information and put it not only into Blast, but allow our other applications to pull information from Blast and use that for making decisions as well. And we've done that successfully with a lot of products. For example, Atlas. In our scheduling solution. So in the past, scheduling was always done with an assumption that you have a polygon with a certain number of holes based on the area, and that your schedule would be based on the drilling time and the drilling depth of all that assumption. Well, now with our integration with Blast and Atlas, we can take the actual drill data and put that into Blast. So you're getting a more accurate schedule. You're basing your schedule on the actual number of holes and the total actual length that you're going to be drilling there. So that's one really good success story. We also are interfacing with our drill fleet management system. We can share information with them very easily. And of course, just recently we can now integrate with the block model, which allows us to take any information like the rock type or the fragmentation, put that information at the hands of the user, and they can use that to make some informed decisions about how that blast should actually be designed.
Is there anything else like HxM Blast on the market, do you think?
There's a lot of solutions very similar to Blast in the market. The way we differentiate ourselves is, one is our integration story, so no other solution is able to integrate with all the other departments just like we do. The other thing, the way that we stand out among our competitors is being able to store information from templates. So, as I mentioned earlier, the integration component of our tool of allowing us to bring in all of this information into one place drill information, block model information, and then store that information, that information as a template, and so that it can be used for an operator later on as a best practice. That's something that our competitors can't do.
So what's the feedback been like from customers using it?
The feedback's been really good. So the clients like the tool. They like the way it's very fast. We even had one client describe Blast as the Ferrari of Blast design tools. So it's getting very positive feedback. Some clients are focused on the design part, and they're getting a lot of value out of that. Other clients are taking it in totally different directions. So we've designed our tool to be configurable and open. So if we can integrate with our own tools, but there's opportunities, we realize, to work with other departments and other systems. And users often have some good ideas about things they want to try out. So we've seen a whole spectrum of clients that are, they like what they see and they're using what's there, or they're also taking it in new directions that we didn't even know that you could go in. So there's a good range of feedback there.
Interesting. So what's the future for HxM Blast? What's the potential for more integration, more development?
We're going to be focusing on a lot more of the integration with Hexagon solutions. So one of the exciting things that we have now is there's a new vibration tool released by IDS, so we're going to be working with that. We want to focus also on more or better integration with our drill fleet management systems, the vibration analysis. Those are some of the things that we're looking at in the short term. In addition to more usability, we want to keep making those workflows faster and easier for the clients. Maybe go from the Ferrari to the Lamborghini, but eventually, longer term, we want to work on more tools to help improve fragmentation and also work on material movement. So helping not just the blast engineer get their work done, but also giving that information to the grade control department, so that helping them make better decisions about where that material is actually going to be moved once it's blasted.
I see a whole marketing campaign around Ferraris and Lamborghinis. Seth, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Cheers. So we'd like to thank our guest, Seth Gering, for joining us today. If you'd like to find out more about Hexagon Mining, visit hexagonmining.com. And to watch additional episodes of HxGN TV, visit hxgntv.com. Thanks for watching.